Where's My Whiskey Productions is proud to present A Blood Red Reindeer Nose. Part 1. Back in Town. There's a gingerbread man in an alley off Lollipop Lane giving out suck jobs for a candy cane. Lit on sugar stick. Poor bastard's got his eyes on the oven. He wants to go back in. Came out too early the first time, came out soft. Now he wants to stay inside until he's good and crisp, maybe even burnt up. Woe to the next jelly donut John who crosses him. That fool's gonna get cut open, strawberry fillings spilling out everywhere. The calico pimp prancing around in boots. She won't be happy about it, but she'll let it slide. She'd rather a donut died than her golden throat disappeared. A lot of coins go down that gullet, flowing to her pocket on a river of cream. Seeing that, not back in town 5 minutes, I realize I don't want to be here. But I heard from Vixen. She needs me. I promised I'd come if she ever called. I notice a car creeping behind me. It could be any of a dozen rotten eggs I don't care to see. Still, I pull my motorcycle into a diner on Buttercream Boulevard. By doing so, I'm practically inviting an unpleasant conversation. My only hope is they let me have a cup of hot cocoa before things get real. Sitting at the counter, I wave to the waitress. When she comes over, she can't take her eyes off my nose. Most folks can't, whether they know what it means or not. I can't get used to it. It's like they never seen red before. Snapping my fingers, I say, "Hey, cup of cocoa, extra marshmallows." "I'll have that right up." She hops to it. Blink of an eye, there's a steaming mug in front of me. I get one delicious sip before a badge sits next to me. Glancing over, I recognize the copper. Detective Lorenzo Elfberg. What a pleasure to see you again. Cut the shit, Rudy. What the fuck are you doing back in town? Lorenzo is from the old school. Back when questioning a suspect meant beating a confession out of someone with a frozen hose. I know, he's asked me a few questions. I shrug. No reason I can't be. I bet I could find something. Sliding into the vacancy beside me is a snowman. I ask, "Who's this, Frosty?" Next thing I know, the snowman slams my head into the counter. A few patrons look over, but as soon as Lorenzo flashes a badge, they look away. Snowman growls, "The name's Milkshake. Milkshake Snickerdoodle. And you don't use that word around me. Got it, punk?" Sitting up, I straighten my leather jacket. Now isn't the time to get weird. However, I've been around. I know a fishing expedition when I see one. So I say, "Didn't mean nothing by it. Heard it in a Snowballer song. Figured y'all call yourself that now. Taking it back, as it were." Milkshake snorts, "Whatever, you backwoods white-tail trash." "Now who's being insensitive?" I say, and take a sip. "You boys ought to have some of this. It's damn fine. Might even calm you down." Lorenzo plucks a marshmallow off my coaster. He says, "What you been doing with yourself?" "Not that it's any of your business. I've been on the outskirts, settled in with my girlfriend, Carrie Boo. Told her I had business in the city. Only just rode in a half hour ago." "She a good woman?" Milkshake asks. "The best," I say. "Never meant it before. Not even with Vixen. Though once upon a time I thought I did." Milkshake says, "And I bet you're in a hurry to get back to her." "I am, but won't admit it. Watching the cops leave, I can't help thinking a strong shove this early. Something is definitely stirring." A smart person would take those threats seriously, and make no mistake, when a cop says leave town, there's always a threat in there. But I'm not smart enough to do what's best for me. After finishing my cocoa, I get back on my bike. The engine growls, and I almost miss the sound of jingling bells, the shimmer of chimes. Eyes to the sky, I see a big red sleigh shoot across the heavens. A practice flight every night on the week before Christmas. Some things never change. Then I notice something isn't right. The silhouette of the sleigh suggests a reindeer is missing. I can't be sure which, but it puts a cold unpleasantness in my belly, so I speed my ass over to Vixen's house. When I left, she lived in a nice part of town, one of the perks of being a flyer. Of course, she isn't the original Vixen. That'd make her centuries old, but she qualified back in the day, got to assume the call sign when the time came, so it's a bit of a shock to see her Jelly Dot bungalow is a cracked, half-melted mess. Parking my ride, I notice a couple of teddy bears loitering on the corner. They seem to be watching the place. Discreetly getting a gun out of my saddlebag, I stash it in a jacket pocket before heading up to Vixen's. Knocking on the door causes it to open. That's not a good sign. Going inside, I find the place isn't just torn apart worse. There's blood on everything. Something vicious happened here, but I doubt I've got time to stick around. Still, there's seconds enough to notice one oddity. On a wall, there's a poster hanging that says "Re-elect Papa Nash." He's the mayor of this icy burg. If he gets re-elected, that'll mean a 5th term, adding up somewhere near 22 years. However, anyone with half a brain not living in denial knows Papa Nash doesn't run shit. Big Red is the only one with any political power. Vixen knew that. Hell, she taught it to me, so why the poster? She used to say, "Things have to change, Rudy, but sometimes I doubt they will. Not with a vote, anyway." I hear sirens in the distance. Sensing a frame-up is in the works, I don't waste time. Hurrying outside, I see the teddy bears have converged on my bike. As I approach my ride, the largest teddy bear says, "Where do you think you're going?" Instead of chit-chatting, I fire a few rounds into the bear's foot. The rest scatter, allowing me to hop on my bike and ride. I know where I need to go, but I don't know if there's time.